This episode of OMG LoL is brought to you by Audible. To try Audible free for 30 days and receive a free audiobook, just head on over to audible.com/Gamebreaker. What's up, everybody? Welcome to OMG LoL, your weekly League of Legends drama, episode 11 for February 27th, 2013. I'm Gary Gannon, and you're watching Gamebreaker TV. And joining me, as always, Mr. Shaun Delaney, a.k.a. FourCourtJester. How are you, sir?
Doing good, doing good. Definitely a little bit better than some of the rumors we've heard this week.
Yes, we've got rumors, but you've had a big tournament coming up this weekend, don't you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm going to be heading over to Montreal for the biggest Canadian LAN of the year, quote-unquote, the LAN ETS. Looks to be some fun times.
Will that be streaming live on the Twitch?
It will be on multiple channels, believe it or not. They have something like 5 gigabit line to play with for all the casting, so we're going to have a good time.
We're going to have a good time. I'll definitely be tuning in, so keep us informed on that with the Twitter. Follow Shaun at FourCourtJester, of course, and I'm sure he'll be tweeting out all the info when that goes live and all that good stuff. All right, so let's talk about some League of Legends. A little craziness this week. I think we got to start out by talking about the whole IPL up for auction as IGN restructures. That came out of nowhere.
It kind of did, but I've heard that IPL's been having financial troubles for a while now, but it's kind of like all official now. Ziff Davis, CEO, threw out that email saying, guys, we got to cut a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, some of that stuff, GameSpy and 1UP, some of those really core gaming sites that you've seen out there for years upon years. But with that, though, with GameSpy and 1UP, they're going to be out. They're going to be focusing more on IGN and Ask Men, which probably 50% of us have never heard of. And that means they're also throwing up IPL on top of the auction block.
So IPL's going up for auction. I think some of those sites are just like officially just closing. I think Yugo and GameSpy, they're just cutting them. Nick's not even doing anything with them, but IPL up for auction. What do you think this means for esports in general? And what's been going on with IPL 6 so far?
Well, I've heard that, it's not cheap to host these kind of multi-million-dollar events. I mean, like, you're in Vegas, one of the most expensive places around to host stuff, and then you got to fly out everyone, you got to put up the venue, you got to rent all the equipment, pay all the people. I mean, it's not a cheap affair, so I'm not entirely too surprised, really, that Ziff Davis is like, well, you guys are just a big money bleed, we're going to get rid of you. Now, in terms of the future, I haven't heard anything about like the business of IPL or even IPL 6 coming up. That's in like 2, 3, 4 weeks. It's just going to be next month. I haven't heard anything that says that we're going to be changing their business as usual or their business practices, but I've also not heard that they're owned by anyone right now.
So as far as we know, IPL 6 is still a green light, still going?
Until I hear otherwise, it's a green light.
Are there any rumors, anything floating out there who may be looking at IPL to pick it up?
I don't even know who would have kind of the cash for IPL at this point. Like, there's been some joking around on the Twitter, but like, who would really have the infrastructure, the pockets, really, to kind of go with, an organization that not only has full-time staff but throws these multi-million-dollar tournaments every year?
Gamebreaker. No, just kidding. All right, so also this week, Cursed Pluto has he's not taking leave, but he's saying bye-bye to Curse?
Well, there's a little bit of a story here of Pluto, and Pluto, he's been a shoutcaster. Usually, if you've heard of Team Curse, you've heard of Cursed Pluto, and he used to go by Pluto's Not a Planet. And because of what he was hired to do, which is typically more shoutcasting and media for Curse, and now they're all in the LCS, there's not much for him to do. I mean, a lot of the community casters that were trying to make it big have kind of run out of a job. So he has actually now secured himself a contract with, wouldn't you know it, IPL. And because now IPL's future is a little unshaky, and he has to be out of the...
Don't know if that's going to be such a good idea.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he has to leave Curse, and he's going to IPL, but now IPL's future is kind of shaky, and he's out of Curse. So not only is he jobless, last week, for a short period of time, he was actually homeless.
Like living on the street homeless?
I don't know another definition of homeless.
Thought maybe you're talking virtually homeless, because he's not only virtually homeless, he's physically homeless, apparently. Well, I mean, hopefully IPL is going to take him on as far as this IPL 6 is going concerned, and hopefully that goes full steam ahead.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, he had to actually leave the Curse house because Curse lives in a gaming house, and he has to move to San Francisco. But if the whole contract doesn't come out and he's already out of the house and he doesn't have anywhere to go, well, yeah, he is going to be homeless. Now, right now, he's actually bunking down with Team Vulcun. I saw him actually tweeting out some dinner he was making them. And he's actually doing some temporary work for the Machinima, covering the LCS. But, yeah, it's a little bit of a scary time to be Curse Pluto right now.
All right, everything's good, though. He's got a full belly. He's making some food. He's got bros. He's living in a house with bros. So, upset bit this week. Team Vulcun, huh? Surprised everyone.
They surprised everyone. They got their first wins in the LCS market, but yeah, their first wins. They're still 3-6 so far.
Why is this? They beat out CLG, Complexity, MRN, and MRN.
Well, MRN Team Marn, the ex-fighting champion coming over to League of Legends, but it was kind of like surprise wins last week. I mean, Vulcun, Team X Fear, X Quantic. I mean, they've been really all over the place, and then they kind of got sold off to Vulcun kind of without really their permission. It was just Fear kind of got rid of their League of Legends division. So yeah, Team Vulcun, I mean, there's a big scramble to get into the team house, to rebrand the team, and they didn't really get as much practice. I think that's what Gnome Sane was saying, their manager. But then out of the blue, like week 3, after complete losses, just bam, CLG Complexity Marn out of the picture, and it's just like, whoa, what was that?
So how do you think Vulcun can do it? Think they got a shot at this or what?
They've shown that they can beat out some really decent teams. I mean, Marn and Complexity came in there from the LCS Challenge. CLG, of course, was already in it from their seeding from last year. But still, I mean, these are the top 8 teams of NA, and now they're showing that they can actually go toe-to-toe with them in some games. I'd expect a few more wins this week.
Shaun Delaney, a.k.a. FourCourtJester. Follow him on the Twitter at FourCourtJester. Make sure you follow him. Good luck on that tournament this weekend, sir, up in Montreal. And you can tune into this show, OMG LoL, every single Wednesday live at 3 PST, where we cover all the greatest League of Legends drama and actions that's going on. Shaun, great show, good insight, and we'll see you next week. Keep it locked and dialed into Gamebreaker.tv all day, every day for all your League of Legends news and everything else MMO PC related. We'll see you next week on OMG LoL.